Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Louise Hobart begins now.
There's no longer tripartisan backing for the state's AFL bid, with the Greens withdrawing their support. The party's written to the AFL and say they were misled about the stadium's inclusion, with State Growth Secretary Kim Evans telling a parliamentary committee it's always been a part.
It's unreasonable and it's unfair. We deserve to join the National League. We've earned the right and it should be on its own merits.
We're a proud footballing state and we want our young people to grow up aspiring to play for our team in our colours, singing our song. That's really important, so we'll continue to back the team even if the Greens don't.
The federal budget will be delivered in a fortnight. Whether stadium funding is included could determine the bid's fate. Hardworking members of Tasmania's Fire Service and SES have been celebrated for their dedication and bravery at a Northwest ceremony. More than 120 medals were handed out, recognising decades of service and outstanding courage.
Taking a rare moment to celebrate their own. Kayla Grundy wasn't expecting a National Emergency Medal when she was battling 2019's Black Saturday bushfires.
Look, you just focus on your job, what you're going to do, and getting there and getting home.
Her team was responsible for trying to stop the fires by backburning and digging trenches.
It's pretty airy at times, and you're sometimes going up stuff like this and you look over and think, oh no, no, no.
The Northwest Medal ceremony paying tribute to those who put their lives on the line for others.
So we need to honour and recognise the people that go above and beyond, the people that run towards the danger as the rest of us are running away.
The event also rewarding decades of service to the community. Bruce Corbett's been putting out fires in Wynyard for close to half a century, earning a third clasp for his national medal.
It's a fantastic honour. I've had 47 years in the fire service, and whilst I can't remember everything about it, it's been a great journey.
While Gary Hingston's been serving Smithton and its surrounds for 35 years. His highly trained brigade is called out to deal with structure fires and accidents.
Well, you see things it's really, you really think about it.
Well-deserved honours for those who put others before themselves. Annie Green, 7 Tasmania News.
Music lovers lined up early to snare a rare addition to their vinyl collections this morning on annual Record Store Day. The date has become a celebration of music, with independent outlets feeling the love.
Full of anticipation and rhythm, music lovers had an early start if they wanted to get their hands on some new records.
What time did you get here this morning?
I come in 3 a.m.
The annual Record Store Day brings with it a deluxe drop of special releases.
I've got a list here, actually.
So you've come prepared?
I've come prepared. I'm a man with a plan.
This year's list headlined by iconic songstress Taylor Swift, who released a rare recording. Her army of mega fans, front of the queue.
I got that about 15 years ago. I started in high school, dressed up for my school formal just like Taylor. Haven't regretted it.
Swifties thrilled to scoop up the prize press, even if it's too special to play.
It's staying in the package, yeah.
Now in its 17th year, Record Store Day is one of the busiest days of the year for independent music retailers.
It takes months of preparation, and you have to cross your fingers and hope that what you ask for arrives, because it's obviously limited edition pressings.
More than just a small business boost, the day's become a celebration of music.
We've had a lot of people that have sort of done a little circuit of all the record stores, so it's nice. It's a real community vibe and people just getting out and enjoying music.
Josh Duggan, 7 Tasmania News.
A Salamanca stallholder is calling out the Hobart City Council, claiming it's being too secretive about the market's new licensing agreement. It comes as the council looks to increase the price of rent. The Stallholders Association now urging all businesses involved to enter a submission before the consultation period ends on April 30.
We don't know what's in the evaluation report, so we can't judge it, we can't criticise it, we can't counter it with other information.
What that valuation does is just look at rent fees from markets around Australia, including the Rocks, including Paddington Market, and just put us on a level playing field. We don't get the numbers through that those markets in Sydney and Melbourne get.
Acting Lord Mayor Helen Burnett claims the city is yet to receive a submission from the association. She says while they are listening to stallholders' concerns, the additional revenue would allow the council to invest in and grow the market. Hundreds of juniors strapped on their boots for the first time this year as the Northern Tasmania junior soccer season kicked off. It's a family affair for the Shaw siblings. All three play for Launceston United.
I like playing with my friends as a team, I guess, yeah. And scoring goals is also pretty good too.
The sport's popularity is growing across Tasmania, with excitement building around this year's Women's World Cup hosted by Australia.
We're certainly starting to see a lot of buzz, particularly around females. A lot of females will have the opportunity to attend matches.
More than 1,600 children aged 4 to 17 are signed up to play across 7 northern teams. A local gym owner has jumped into a rigorous burpee challenge, raising funds for rehabilitation in Tasmania. The tough feat is inspired by her partner and former football player Ryan Wiggins, who is dealing with the devastating repercussions of a spinal cord injury.
Tapping into the zone ahead of a 24-hour burpee challenge, Lou Calvert is a force to be reckoned with.
I think most people think it's a very big physical challenge, but for me it's mostly mental. I know that my body can do it, just got to tell my mind that it can.
Breaking a sweat and hopefully her 2019 record, Lou is striving to achieve 6,800 chest-to-ground burpees.
The goal is to do 300 burpees in 30 minutes and then rest for 15 and then repeat that cycle throughout the 24 hours.
The athlete's family and friends cheering her on through every jump.
Selfless is the best word to describe her. She just gives herself to so many people in so many ways, and this event has just shown how much people are willing to give back to her.
Special messages also sent in from those who couldn't be there in person.
Good luck. You don't need it. You're going to smash this.
You are so courageous. I look up to you. I miss you. And I'm so proud to call you my friend.
But Lou's biggest motivator is her partner, Ryan Wiggins.
I broke my C2 in my spine around 2 years ago now, and yeah, it's left me as a quadriplegic, which is pretty devastating.
The funds raised will be going towards a functional electronic stimulation bike to help Tasmanians grappling spinal cord injury reactivate their muscles. More than $14,000 already donated.
This piece of equipment, it's massive and game-changing, and they have them over in the States and throughout Australia, but we just don't have one down here.
Doing away with sleep, Lou will be fighting through to 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Donations still open via the Redo for Ryan GoFundMe page in the meantime. Brianna Boylan, 7 Tasmania News.
Drivers at a Tasmanian go-kart track got a supersized surprise this morning. Thor star Chris Hemsworth appeared at Hyperdrive in Kingston, taking photos with fans. He didn't get in the cart though, instead watching his son drop the hammer. Starting with the TSL, and Clarence has handed Launceston their first loss of the season at Blunston Arena. The Blues starting on the back foot, not scoring their first goal until late in the first quarter. By the second quarter, the momentum was on Clarence's side.
Norton has plenty of options inside 50. He might go himself though. He wheels onto the left from 50 and threads it straight through the middle. Superb from Baxter Norton, and Clarence kick away to a 25-point lead.
The Kangaroos winning 12-9-81 to 7-8-50. 2 more games will be played on Anzac Day. The Launceston Tornadoes' start to the NBL 1 South season has been dealt another blow, losing to the Knox 66 points to 75 at Elfin Sports Stadium. Keely Frolling scoring 28 points, with Olivia West scoring 15, while it was an uphill battle for the Northwest Thunder, losing by 38 points to the Raiders. Both teams face the Ballarat Miners tonight.
Good evening. 22 in Hobart today, Launceston and Burnie 20, 18 in Devonport, 18 across Flinders Island and Lowhead, Strawn 16 and 22 in Bushy Park. On the close-up, low cloud progressed over the west coast with mountain wave clouds forming over the southeast of Tasmania. Further out, most of the country was cloud-free today with low-level cloud about the east coast of Australia and patchy high-level cloud sitting over WA. Tomorrow, a large high sits over Tasmania, extending a ridge over almost all of the country. West to southwesterly winds tomorrow, 15 to 25 knots, swells up to 6 metres in the west and south and up to 1 metre in the north. A gale warning is current for the southeast coast and the southwest coast, and a strong wind warning for Storm Bay and the lower east coast. Tomorrow's forecast now, Hobart and Richmond sunny and 18, 20 in Ouse. In the north, Launceston 21, sunny and 19 across Devonport and Deloraine. Burnie tomorrow sunny and 19, a possible early shower in Strawn, Curry partly cloudy. Sunny and 18 about St Helens and Swansea, and partly cloudy in Whitemark. Looking ahead to the 3-day forecast now, Monday light showers in the northern areas, clearing in the evening. Tuesday fine and mostly sunny, and Wednesday light showers developing in the northwest, fine elsewhere. Capital cities 28 and sunny in Perth tomorrow, showers in Sydney and partly cloudy in Melbourne. And currently Hobart 16 and partly cloudy, Launceston mostly clear and Devonport 15 and partly cloudy, and it's looking like a warm and sunny day across most of the state tomorrow, Lou.
We'll soak it up while we can. Thank you for that, Jackie. And that's all your news for this Saturday night. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow at 6. Good night.